What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Albert Lopez, and today we're going to be talking about the question, should my mentor be older than me? See, a lot of times you think because of the way life goes, you always listen to your elders. Sometimes it's a cultural thing. Sometimes it's just a parenting thing, the way we grew up, where we went to school, what country we lived in, what kind of parents we had. You listen to your elders. Elders know more. Mom and dad are older than you. It's just the way it goes. Just common functionality of the planet. Your guidance was brought to you by someone older, your parents, your brothers, your sisters, anybody who was older than you, a teacher. And sometimes even when you get a little older and you get your first job or you start your first business, you're looking at the older people that'll show you, the older guys, even in the hustle game, the older people. You want to find out from them because they know more. So let's get into today's video. Should your mentors be older than you? Let's go. All right, so let's get started with today's video. Welcome back. My name is Mr. Albert Lopez. The question is, should your mentors be older than you? See, this is the thing. A lot of the times when we grow up, like I said at the intro, people that guide us, people that teach us, people that help domesticate us are older than us because we're born at 0. We're born at 1 day old, 2 day old, 1 year old, 3 year old, 4 year old. But then you get to the point where you're old enough to start selecting where you want to learn your information. And once that thing clicks in your mind, especially if you're kind of have that mentality of self-made, and you have that mentality of I want to do my own thing, I want to follow my dreams, and you're not going to follow a cookie cutter program, then you definitely need some sort of guidance, because a lot of the stuff is going to come naturally and you could learn through trial and error, and that's fine too, and you will anyways. That's just going to happen anyways. But it is important to find yourself really good mentors, 3, 5, probably no more, just a handful of mentors. You don't want to get too much because learn from everybody, because that's like everybody calculating the salt on one recipe, and you'll end up all 5 chefs putting their own amount of salt, and that'll be really salty. So you want to have about 5, a handful of mentors. There's no magical number, but a handful is always good. 5. Now, mentors don't have to come in the sense of a real live person that you get to talk to. If you're blessed enough, if you're lucky enough to have somebody that you could physically talk to that has the time to talk to you, that's wonderful. But the internet has a lot of mentors. Bookshelves. You read the right books, you get the right author, that's a good mentor. I think I've talked about it here before. You find yourself 1, 2, 3, 5 books that just teach you just fundamental stuff that you can start digging in and reading. You'll learn without having to try to get somebody to talk to you or try to approach somebody. But again, you may be lucky enough and blessed enough to where your neighbor's willing to share with you some good information. You can go ask them questions, and you ask them good, relevant, quality questions that will help you. He'll guide you. Or you work for someone that is mentoring you and paying you and guiding you along the way. That's like super luck, and you take advantage of that and maximize that and do your best for them, and it'll be a win-win situation. But getting down to the basics of the question, should your mentors be older? In my opinion, no, they don't have to be older. And why I put emphasis on the word have to be older is because I've learned a lot from younger people that are younger than me, people that are the same age as me, people that are a little bit older than me, people that are way older than me. On the other side of that token, I've also seen poor behavior from folks that are older than me, from folks that are the same age as me, and from folks that are younger than me. So I've seen good and bad from younger, same, and older. And this has been throughout my life. I just didn't realize it when I was younger. I'm seeing it now. It's like, okay, I could learn a lot from that older person, but I could also avoid what he's doing, which is still learning. Now you have the younger person. Wow, like this guy knows. I like his work ethic, how much he reads or how much quality videos he watches. But I also see that he's messing up here. I see that that doesn't work for me. That wouldn't work for me. So no, the mentor doesn't have to be older, and no, the mentor doesn't have to be younger. It just has to be the right mentor that'll teach you what you're looking to learn. You have your 4 pillars of life, right? Health, wealth, love, happiness. And you want to work on one because it's a little low, or you want to get a little healthier. You want to fit into your clothes a little better. You want to make sure that your insides are working properly. So you could have a younger mentor that's just knows. No, and what I mean by younger is like not 3, not a baby, but maybe you're pushing 50 and he's 25. Obviously, you're gonna have different energies. There's a different stage in their life, but the guy may have, or the gal may have a nice head on their shoulders, and they know how to inspire you to start walking, to inspire you to maybe find a supplement type of drink. Instead of the sugary drink, you go for water or you go for a tea. That right there. You don't have to go tap him on the shoulder and say, excuse me, will you be my mentor? Watch him. Rob him of the mentorship. And I mean that in a good way. You know, robbing is such a harsh word, but just observe them. I like the way this guy, maybe he's in your circle. Maybe he works at the same place you work. Maybe he's your neighbor. Maybe he hangs out in the same places you hang out on the regular. So you don't have to approach him and ask him, you know, sign up. He might even say something like, I don't offer that, you know? So just watch him. What does he do? What does he order to drink? This guy always gets, you know, hot tea. He always sticks to the water. I never do that. I'm gonna start doing that. That right there is a level of mentorship. And the guy could be 10, 15 years younger than you, 20 years younger than you, and you picked up just a good habit. Same on the other side. Man, I see this guy's way older than me and he got a bunch of energy. Just kind of casually like, oh, we're leaving. Why? It's getting late. Oh yeah, what time do you go to bed? Oh, I like going to bed about 9. Like, okay, mental note. Go to bed about 9. Ask around, hey, who knows? You know, is that so-and-so? Is that your uncle? Is that your cousin? Yeah. Does he always sleep early like that? Yeah, he does. Boom. That's another piece of information. Maybe that's all you're gonna gather from them. You know, it doesn't mean that there's gonna be a mentorship that he's gonna sit there for, 5, 6, 7 years and guide you on sleeping patterns, and this person is gonna guide you on what beverages to take. That doesn't necessarily have to be the case. But you could gather information from this person over here. You can gather information from this person over there, and it'll create momentum. Now you can go grab a book on sleeping patterns, on what to drink to be healthy. Or you can get on the computer, go to good old Google, YouTube, and search those same items. What to drink to be healthy. What time to sleep to be healthy. You start going through the rabbit hole of sleeping patterns, finding your own sleeping patterns. How many hours should you sleep? What type of beverages should you drink? Water. How much water? Should I only drink when I'm thirsty? Is over drinking water bad for me? You start asking these questions where you maybe wouldn't have if you wouldn't have observed the younger person or the older person or the person that's the same age as you. So it doesn't really matter if the mentor is older or younger. You could catch up to them and pass them up. Let's say you're 15 years old, you're 17 years old. You grab a good book from your dad's, where is it at? You grab a good book from your dad's library. You pick a book. The author, at the time that he wrote that book, was 45 years old per se, or 30, whatever. Remember, you're 17 for the sake of the story. You read the book, you're like, wow, you gather something. Remember, books are like good friends. You keep that book forever and you read it at different chapters of your life. You come back and you learn something. You're going to learn something a little different every time you read it. Now you're 18, you read it again. It's going to trigger different things. Now you're 22, you read it again. Now you're 30, you read it again. And you pick up new things each and every time you read it because you're maturing. And the stuff that you're gathering for the book is filtered through a new lens. Now you're 35. You're 10 years younger now than the author versus when you were 17. Now you're 40, you read it again. Now you're 45, you read it again. Now you're the same age as the author. You caught up to him. So he was older than you. Now he's your age. And guess what? A year later, that author, when he wrote the book, is going to be older than you. So it doesn't matter whether the mentor is older, the same age, or younger. It doesn't matter. What matters is the value that he brings, how you interpret it, and how it helps you in your life. I hope this video inspired you. If you know someone that you think should listen to this video and it would help them out, maybe a conversation you guys had, or you saw him post something about mentors, or you just think it's a good idea for that person to find a mentor because he's kind of maybe trying to start something new, maybe try to up one of his 4 pillars of life, hit the share button and share it with him. Tell them about this video, email them the link, or do whatever you need to do in order to get your share game on. If this is the first time you're here, I invite you to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget, I'm sure you know what's up with the little bell, but hit the notification bell so you get notifications every time I upload a new video. And also, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to go check out some of the other videos and see if you find something that interests you there as well. I appreciate you stopping by. Oh, and if you're a returning viewer, man, thanks for coming back. Thanks for checking out that notification, and thanks for coming in and watching this video. If you have any questions at all or any comments, you know you got that comment section below. Put a little something right there. And again, thank you so much for stopping by once again. My name is Albert Lopez, and we'll see you in the next video. I'm out. Make it a great day.